North Korea, China, Russia, Belarus, Zimbabwe, Iran, different continents, different cultures, different histories, but they share something that feels deeply wrong. They are ruled by men who call themselves leaders yet behave like kings. And here's the twist. Many of them still hold elections. Dictators who already command the military, who control the police, the courts, the media, still ask their people to line up, cast a ballot, and pretend it matters. Why? Why bother? Why put on this show when the outcome is already written? That question brings us face to face with something bigger. Because the real issue isn't just why dictators hold elections. The real issue is this: if they hold them, can they ever lose them? In Pyongyang, Election Day feels like a holiday. Loudspeakers pump patriotic songs through the streets. Children march with flags. Crowds cheer. But behind the celebration, there's something darker. Step into the polling station and you'll see the truth. The ballot carries just one name, the candidate chosen by the ruling Kim dynasty. You can drop it in the box as a vote of approval, or technically you can cross it out. But almost no one dares. Because voting in North Korea is not private. Neighbors see, officials take notes. Even the slightest hesitation can mark you as suspicious. Defectors describe the atmosphere. If you don't show up, they ask why, and questions can be dangerous. Turnout is always reported near 100%, not because people are eager to participate, but because not voting can get you punished. Here, the election isn't about choice, it's about ritual. It's about forcing citizens to publicly demonstrate loyalty. Every ballot box becomes a loyalty test. Every result becomes propaganda. Every staged victory tells the world, look, the people support us. But behind the numbers, everyone knows the truth. The election is survival, not freedom. China looks more open, at least at first. The government points proudly to village elections, local councils, committees, people casting ballots. But real power in China doesn't come from the people. It comes from the Communist Party. The president is not elected by popular vote. He is chosen by party elites. When Xi Jinping rose to the top, there was no campaign, no national contest. There was only the inner circle of the party deciding his future, and in 2018 they abolished the two-term limit. Xi could now remain president for life. Even those village-level elections are carefully controlled. Candidates are screened. Independent voices almost never make it through. The party calls this consultative democracy. The idea is not competition, but consensus. The message is simple. You may vote, but your vote cannot change the system. For Beijing, elections serve a different purpose. They are pressure valves. They let people feel involved in small, local matters, while shielding the party from true accountability. It's not democracy. It's participation without power. Russia does it differently. Here, the election looks like a real contest. Campaigns, debates, billboards with smiling faces, multiple names on the ballot. But the play is scripted. Opposition leaders are arrested, exiled, or worse. Alexei Navalny, poisoned, imprisoned, silenced. The media is tightly controlled, critical voices erased, and when election day comes, the outcome is never in doubt. 70%, 80%, landslides every time. The point isn't to convince people the system is fair, it's to demonstrate strength. The Kremlin's message is clear. The people chose this. The nation is united. Putin is unshakable. But everyone knows the truth. The theater hides the reality. There was never a choice. Belarus is another stage for the same act. Alexander Lukashenko has ruled since 1994. Every election, the same story. Lukashenko wins, but in 2020, something unexpected happened. His challenger, Svetlana Tikhanovskaya, inspired crowds across the country. Hope spread. People dared to believe change was possible. Then the results were announced. Lukashenko claimed 80% of the vote. The people knew it was a lie. Mass protests erupted, streets filled with flags and chants. For weeks, it looked like the dictatorship might collapse. But Lukashenko unleashed the police, riot gear, beatings, mass arrests. The protests faded. Lukashenko stayed. Yet something had shifted. Belarus revealed that even sham elections carry risk. When the fraud is too blatant, it can spark a movement that dictators cannot fully control. Iran offers another twist. On the surface, its elections look real. Presidential campaigns, debates on live television, millions of ballots cast. But there is a catch. Every candidate must be approved by the Guardian Council, a body loyal to the supreme leader, which means true reformers are blocked before the people even see their names. In 2009, when the government declared a disputed victory, millions of Iranians took to the streets. It became the Green Movement. Crowds shouted, "Where is my vote?" The regime responded with batons, bullets, and prisons. Iran's elections may look vibrant, but the truth is unavoidable. The ballot is filtered. The system is locked. Real change is almost impossible. So here's the question. Why bother? Why hold elections at all when the outcome is guaranteed? The answer lies in the power these rituals bring. First, legitimacy. Even fake elections let dictators claim popular support, both at home and to the outside world. Second, propaganda. The rallies, the music, the long lines of voters, they send a message of unity. So, can we stop dictators? Yes, but not by trusting the ballots they offer. Dictators don't fear elections. They fear real choice. They fear the day when people see through the performance, the day when the illusion shatters. Because once people stop believing the show, the regime loses the stage. And without the stage, the dictator stands alone.